which means you've got plenty of necklace to play with.
And you know, seeing this on Uni is exactly the inspiration for it. From Japan.
Oh.
Are you from Japan? Oh, Korea. I'm so sorry, but it is the same, very similar in terms of the beauty and the inspiration in the gardens and in the bamboo forests. And you see these little pebbles all around the walkways, and everything's been sort of swept and kept really tidy.
Well, you see the rock gardens.
Yes,
And
yeah. So these are just a very, very dainty. The whole thing is a very, I feel that it's a very oriental feeling, you know, because it's got that delicacy. I lived in Japan for 3.5 years, or almost 4 years, and so as a child, I had this flavor of Japan and the history of and everything, all of the Oriental around me, come in and teach me so many early lessons in design. Oh my goodness. And the calligraphy. I'm about to do a collection of just calligraphy right now.
So I love that. It really made an impression on you.
Yeah.
And to this day, still using that inspiration to create pieces like this. Now, this necklace in particular, again, you said you don't really do symmetry. You always like that kind of...
No. Don't say that word.
Don't say the S word. This is, you know, you're seeing the stations. You'll have a cluster of 3. You'll have one pebble by itself. They're different shapes, different directions.
It's like a rhythm, like a musical note sort of bouncing around. And it's that spontaneity that keeps it from being, you know, it keeps it from being boring. Because when things are spaced out exactly like that, then it's kind of like, what is this all about? But each one of these little pebbles is so sweet. And they have character on their own.
And this necklace that you're seeing right now on the bust, it's the same necklace Uni's wearing, just doubled up.
Right.
It's 37 inches long, so you can double the necklace, wrap it around twice.
It has a little hook on one end, and that's what you would, if you wore it long, you'd put the hook in the back, so you wouldn't see that. And then in the front, there's, what you do is you unhook it and just put it over your head. And then you have all these long, delicate pebbles in the white and the yellow.
So you wear it one length?
The other inspiration for this collection came from Raisinets.
Robert! Seriously?
It's true.
Is it one of your favorites?
Raisins and Raisinets.
That shape.
Oh, I love, I mean, that whole bracelet you're wearing, that cuff. Just imagine it as
one
fused
big Raisinets when the box maybe got a little heat and everything has melted together. And we're going to talk about the cuff, by the way. That's coming up.
But it's part of the same collection of these little asymmetrical little pebbles that look like they were literally melted wax, which is what they were originally.
Not a lot of chocolate.
No, and then we make them into metal, and we solder the little rings on them and turn them into a family of tiny pebbles.
Well, this is the only one in the collection that we're seeing the 2 tones. So you get the yellow and the white, which is nice, so that you can, you know, it makes it easy to bridge if you want to wear one color or the other in your other pieces. For instance, Uni is wearing our disc earrings that are coming up in the white, and it all works beautifully. It all harmonizes.
I just love the color tone that Uni is wearing. That between the gray and the silver and that little touch of the warm gold and the black hair, it's just a perfect, it's like modern art looks like this, right?
And that's what I like about your collection. That's kind of always been a little ahead of its time. Very modern, very, you know, it's got a contemporary vibe to it. But I think you'll find that's why Robert has been so honored over the years. He is an award-winning designer. I was just showing this, there's a little O-ring in the middle of the necklace. That's where you'll take the hook if you want to double this necklace, if you want to make it, instead of 37 one single layer, you'll just hook this through, and then now you have that nested look. All right, this is probably easier to do on.
That hook is a little tight. You might have to open it up a little bit.
All right, so then you'll have it, and that way it'll lay very nicely around the neckline. And that's how you see it here on our bust. J34708 is your item number. $30 on Easy Pay brings this home. And this pebble design, I mean, My husband is an expert pebble thrower when it comes to skipping rocks.
We had this conversation.
Oh, we talked about it last time. And he tried to show me.
Deja vu, it's very weird.
No, I think we did. Because that's what I always think of when, like you said, what comes to my mind is skipping rocks, skipping them. And there is quite a technique to it. You got to get the wrist action right. So here you have a whole, these are perfect skipping rocks around this necklace.
They're flat.
And so we still have the cuff, as well as we have the other pebble necklace to talk about later in the show. All right, but also coming, we're going to